This is another M4a1 build I did. Used a 3D printed kit I found on Thingiverse and had to make a couple extra modifications to it as well to make it work. So this is intended for the battery to be able to be stored up in this tube. However, it really wasn't big enough even for the stock battery. So I did a couple different things. Again, I wanted this to be able to use an 11.1 volt battery, and I didn't want to necessarily have a battery box on here if I didn't need to. So let me show you kind of what I've devised. All right, so of course you can use your drum magazine or the regular standard magazine from Anstoy. Again, you can see the silver part is basically the regular stock part, and then I've added this Strikeface kit to it, okay? And then what I've done here is I made a little auxiliary input so that you could, if you wanted to run a battery box, you had your auxiliary input right there, okay? But then also um, I left this back here so that you could also run just the battery back here in the stock, and then created this stock, which basically melded together part of a broken stock, this front part here, right, on one of these. Sometimes this mechanism breaks, so it won't lock anymore. So I had one like that. So I took that piece, kind of molded it to the front here using a 3D printing pen, actually, and then put my little logo on there again, just trying to, because I figured out how to print those. And so then if you open this up, I had hollowed that all out. So now again, plenty of room in here for an 11.1 volt battery to fit in. And then that way you can have that option. And this just slides on here. I'd put a little adapter on that plug first, and it just slides on until it stops. So it actually stops right there. But that way you can use a stock on it, and you can use an 11.1 volt battery, which is really cool. So pretty cool looking gun. I like the color combination. Of course, you can use either stock. We can run a battery up front off that auxiliary if we need to. And you've got the option of using the drum mag, which is really fun too. Other than that, added some rails just for added stability and just kind of looks. I mean, you probably don't need all these rails, but it really helps with stability. I like how it looks. Added a front grip here. You can see that one's pretty cool. And then again on this side, same thing with the addition of this little power port in case we need it. And then I figured this was a good place to locate it because you have access to a couple rails if you wanted to use a battery box of some sort and you just wanted to take the stock off. So again, it's the M4a1 from Anstoy. This is basically a modified Strikeface 3D conversion printed kit. And then this was all just kind of manual fabrication modification on my own on the stock. So hope you guys like it. I really like how it turned out. Again, trying to use some colors that aren't so real looking, as I've seen more reports of kids getting into trouble with gel blasters, shooting random people. Please don't do that. Be responsible. And this way I thought this was some cool colors I had to use, and it doesn't look overly real, but I still like how it turned out. So check out my other videos. Please keep liking, subscribing, commenting. If you have questions, I always do my best to answer them. So thanks for the support and good luck in any of the giveaways you participate in. Here's another M4a1 from Anstoy I customized. This is called a Strikeface kit. You can see that on the front there. Okay, added a few things that were different, added the rails just to kind of tie things in, make them look a little cooler. Added an auxiliary plug right here. So if you do want to go ahead and run a battery box somewhere because you want to remove the stock, then you can. Hollowed out the stock so the stock can actually accommodate an 11.1 volt battery in there. And then threw my logo on the stock just to make it look, I don't know, a little cooler, right? Got a little laser on here and a flashlight. So we got a laser action, a green and a flashlight and a strobe. All right, let's shoot it. Let's see how it's shooting. So shooting really nice. Let's test the FPS on it. Gotta make sure I line it up. About 195. Okay, so a little slower than stock, but still pretty good. Getting close to that 200, which is nice. Cool kit. Like how it turned out. Like the colors. I still think it looks cool without looking too real. That's kind of what I'm going for. So M4a1 Strikeface kit. Modified a little bit from me. Make sure you guys, if you have any questions, let me know. Please like these videos. Please comment. And please subscribe and participate in the Gel Blaster giveaways. Thanks.